Hi everybody, Mike here, solo. Just wanted to do a quick recording using my iPhone and my headphones to say thank you for an incredible year of support and of interaction and discussion, and I've learned so stinking much doing this podcast. I want to let you know we're going to take a couple of weeks off around the holidays, and we'll be back with some new stuff. Wanted to just give you a brief little overview of where we've been and where we're going, and then I've got a Christmas year-end poem for us, an original poem. I can't tell you the last time I've written poetry, so please sit through some statistics, and a poem's waiting for you at the end. So first of all, thank you to 57 of you who have become Patreon supporters. That is an amazing blessing to us. And it's funny, the highest number of people are supporting us at the highest level, and that is ridiculously generous. So thank you for that. We look forward to making some investments in equipment, making some investments in some live shows. I've got a book list a mile long, and so thank you for that. And I appreciate all of you who listen. We, for the life of the podcast, we're around 430,000 downloads. Now, a lot of those are my mom, and so thank you, Mom, for that. But that's beyond our wildest dreams for a year and a couple of months. And the podcast just keeps growing, and we keep hearing from folks all over the world. Though our largest states seem to be California, Texas, Oregon, and Washington. So you talk about the whole political spectrum. Wow. Cali by far kind of leads us in downloads, and then it's Texas, Oregon, and Washington. And so thank you, West Coast. Shout out and to Texas. We're interested in doing some more live shows, and we're going to stream those on Facebook Live. We had like 2,800 views on Facebook Live of the live show we did, and so we're excited about that. Some of the topics we're interested in, we're going to do series on prayer and all of the seeming contradictions, and in sort of the view of prayer. Some of us were handed, why does God answer some and not others? If God has already made up his mind, then why do this? I've gotten lots of questions about that. We want to continue to talk about suffering and sovereignty. Is God the author of suffering? How does that play out with his sovereignty? We still have some work to do in the whole women in ministry topic. A new series I've been working on is a series called Embarrassed by the Bible, where we want to look at some of the most ridiculous, weird, peculiar stories and the texts in the scriptures, to go, what in the world is going on there, to see if there's some stuff that maybe we're not aware of that helps shine some light on what the heck was going on. I want to begin a series called When We Disagree, which is about how we handle disagreement in the church and without. Thinking about a series called The Resistance, about what it means to be a minority view in the world or even in the church. How is it that we are to carry ourselves? So none of those may make the light of day. All of them might. I don't know. But we're constantly moving between what we do in the church community, and that is Vox Christian Community, voxoc.com, and then what we do in this podcast. And it's fascinating because at the church we do a lot of Q&A, and the questions that we get often turn into podcasts for the greater podcast community. So we love how that's working. The biggest deal is we just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing these. Thank you for leaving us reviews. Thank you for supporting us financially, however it is, just even allowing us into your life. We're very, very grateful and very, very privileged to do this. So now, brothers and sisters, here is probably the worst year-end poem ever written. It's got a very complicated rhyme scheme. And I have no idea what prompted this, other than I thought the first couplet was funny. So I think this is funny. I ran it by my wife. She was completely unimpressed. Completely unimpressed. So for whatever it's worth, here now is the first year-end poem for the Vox Podcast. Well, 2016 has ended. It's been a pain in the rump. It started with Hillary, and it ended with Trump. The loss of Prince and Bowie had us singing the blues, yet Kanye and the Kardashians were still in the news. Lest you think 2016 was no fun, my Cavs won the championship, and I just saw Rogue One. Buckeyes are in the playoffs. Where they'll end up, I don't know. The Indians lost Game 7, but it's a good year for OHIO. My 0-14 Browns still give me much shame, but I just found out Pearl Jam was elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. While much of the year was tragic, we at least had Pokemon Go. We all wobbled around outside like Ryan Lochte in Rio. I thought that was particularly genius. The flipper-flop marriage and Brangelina ended both in divorce, but Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston got together because, of course, Orlando, Nice, Aleppo, and Brexit means that a lot of us are glad to see 2016 exit. There was much for all of us to mourn and lament, but we end the year with hope in the child that was sent. Ooh, here it gets profound. The God who loves the world gave his one and only Son, and through him God's rescue operation had begun. 'Tis the season to celebrate the invasion of darkness by light, and to end our poem by saying Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. Have a great holiday season, and we'll see you in the new year.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Vox Podcast. Learn more about us at voxpodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at the Vox Podcast, and now support us on Patreon at patreon.com/VoxPodcast.